Good Energy explores the interconnectedness of chronic diseases through the lens of metabolic health. Dr. Casey Means emphasizes the importance of addressing cellular energy dysfunction, which is often the root cause of high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, and other chronic conditions. Means advocates for a holistic approach, focusing on diet, lifestyle, and environmental factors. She provides practical steps to improve metabolic health, including 33 good energy recipes. The root of chronic disease. Casey Means' mother struggled with weight loss. In her 40s, she was diagnosed with high blood pressure and prescribed an ACE inhibitor to help relax her arteries. In her 50s, she had high cholesterol and was given a statin. By her 60s, she had developed prediabetes and was prescribed metformin. At 71, she was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer and died 13 days later. Her health issues were interconnected signs of cellular energy dysfunction. Modern lifestyle changes have led to widespread chronic diseases. Metabolic health, or good energy, is crucial for overall well-being. It means your cells have the energy to do their jobs. Addressing metabolic dysfunction, or bad energy, is essential for better health outcomes. The medical system profits from managing, not curing diseases. Patients with multiple chronic conditions often see many specialists. Despite numerous medications, their conditions persist. Nutritional interventions are often overlooked. Inflammation, often treated with medications or surgery, keeps returning. The root cause is cellular dysfunction and metabolic issues. Mitochondria, the cell's powerhouse, convert food into energy. When cells are underpowered, they signal the immune system that there is a threat. Immune cells rush to the areas that are in danger, causing inflammation. Immense collateral damage results in even worse symptoms. Addressing cellular health and energy production can transform chronic conditions, reduce the need for medications, and improve overall health. Adenosine triphosphate is a tiny molecule that each of our 37 trillion cells needs for 7 main activities: making proteins, repairing DNA, cell signaling, transporting materials, maintaining homeostasis, cleaning up waste, and producing energy. Proteins are essential for cell structure and function. DNA must be replicated and repaired to prevent diseases. Cell signaling coordinates activities inside and outside the cell. Cells move materials around the inside of the cell for things to function properly. Homeostasis keeps the cell environment stable. Cells recycle damaged parts, and metabolism produces energy. Modern diets and lifestyles harm mitochondria, leading to bad energy. Chronic overnutrition, nutrient deficiencies, microbiome issues, sedentary lifestyle, chronic stress, medications, sleep deprivation, environmental toxins, and artificial light damage mitochondria. Medications that hurt the mitochondria include some antibiotics, chemotherapy, and antiretroviral drugs, statins, beta blockers, and calcium channel blockers. Damaged mitochondria can't convert food into energy efficiently, causing fat buildup in cells and blocking normal functions. This leads to insulin resistance, where cells can't take in glucose and high blood sugar. The body compensates by producing more insulin, but over time, this system fails, leading to chronic health issues. Prediabetes and type 2 diabetes affect more than 50% of adults and nearly 30% of children in the U.S. Mitochondrial dysfunction leads to glucose and fatty acids converting to toxic fats, blocking insulin signaling and causing insulin resistance. This raises blood sugar levels, which can activate the immune system and generate excess free radicals, leading to more cellular dysfunction. High blood sugar also causes glycation, where excess sugar sticks to collagen, causing wrinkles and atherosclerosis, which leads to heart attacks and strokes. About 74% of us adults are overweight or obese, and 93.2% have metabolic dysfunction due to too much sugar, stress, and lack of sleep. Metabolic syndrome, indicated by high blood sugar and blood pressure, means cells struggle with energy production. Improving these markers can prevent or reverse many health issues. Metabolic mayhem. Most chronic symptoms and diseases are connected by cellular malfunction and metabolic dysfunction. Understanding and addressing these root causes can drastically improve health and prevent chronic diseases. Irritable bowel syndrome indicates dysfunctional intestinal cells, leading to abdominal pain and diarrhea. Reduced mitochondrial activity in gut cells contributes to these symptoms and is linked to insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome. Insulin resistance affects the gut's nervous system, altering motility and barrier function and causing inflammation and pain. Acne cysts are driven by high glucose and insulin levels, leading to hormonal changes and increased sebum production. Low glycemic diets can reduce acne. Depression is linked to oxidative stress and inflammation, which affect brain function. The gut-brain axis is crucial in depression, with gut microbiome imbalances influencing neurotransmitter production. Mitochondrial dysfunction and chronic inflammation contribute to depression. Blood sugar instability affects brain cells, increasing stress hormones. Sinusitis is a chronic inflammation of the sinus tissues, and high blood sugar significantly increases its likelihood. Migraines also have strong links to poor metabolic health. Migraine sufferers often have higher insulin levels and insulin resistance. Autoimmune diseases have strong metabolic links, with insulin resistance and chronic inflammation playing key roles. Polycystic ovary syndrome is driven by high insulin levels, affecting fertility. Lifestyle changes can improve PCOS symptoms and insulin sensitivity. The fertility crisis in America affects both men and women. Sperm count has dropped by more than 50% in 40 years, largely due to metabolic dysfunction. Male infertility contributes to half of infertility cases, linked to metabolic issues where fat tissue converts testosterone to estrogen. Oxidative stress is a feature of poor metabolic health that hurts the mitochondria, damages sperm, and increases miscarriage risk. It also lowers testosterone production. Alcohol, smoking, obesity, aging, and stress all increase oxidative stress. Sexual dysfunction, especially erectile dysfunction, is rising in men over 40, often due to metabolic disease. ED is linked to reduced blood flow caused by insulin resistance. High glucose levels damage penile tissues, contributing to ED. Gestational diabetes and pregnancy loss are also rising due to metabolic strain. Miscarriages have increased by 10% in 10 years, with metabolic dysfunction harming the placenta. Obesity and insulin resistance disrupt placental function, reducing oxygen and nutrient delivery to the fetus. Childhood obesity and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease are increasing, driven by processed foods and sedentary lifestyles. NAFLD affects up to 20% of children, worsening insulin resistance. Mental health issues in children are also rising. ADHD, autism, and anxiety are increasing, with metabolic health playing a crucial role. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is a leading chronic respiratory disease that makes breathing difficult. 16% of new COPD patients have type 2 diabetes. Smoking is a key risk factor. Cigarette smoke contains cyanide, a toxic chemical that damages mitochondria and reduces energy production. Studies show better blood glucose control improves outcomes for chronic respiratory conditions. A healthy diet rich in fruits and vegetables can reduce COPD severity, while sugar-sweetened beverages increase the risk. Arthritis is linked to chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, causing joint damage and pain. Excess weight increases the risk of osteoarthritis, especially in the knees. Exercise supports mitochondrial function, reducing joint pain. COVID-19 highlighted the metabolic blind spot in medicine, with high mortality rates in those with chronic metabolic issues. High blood sugar impairs immune function, worsening infections. Modern healthcare. The healthcare system prioritizes financial incentives, leading to unnecessary procedures and treatments. The U.S. spends $4 trillion annually on healthcare, yet it focuses on treating rather than preventing diseases. Chronic diseases such as obesity and diabetes are rising despite high spending. The medical system, influenced by financial interests, often fails to address root causes. Doctors are often pressured to perform billable procedures rather than preventive care. Medical leaders remain silent on poor diet and lifestyle. Financial conflicts of interest and industry influence hinder efforts to address the true causes of chronic diseases. The American Diabetes Association accepts money from processed food companies. The medical system profits from sickness. The modern medical system fails to prevent and reverse chronic disease. Bio-Observability. Emily, at 24 weeks pregnant, took the standard oral glucose tolerance test and was told she didn't have gestational diabetes. However, using a continuous glucose monitor, she discovered her glucose levels were actually high. Without the CGM, she wouldn't have known about her condition, which can lead to serious health risks for both mother and child. Many women remain undiagnosed. Emily was able to manage her condition with the CGM, linking her diet to her well-being. Most patients lack such insights, often receiving inadequate explanations from doctors. The concept of bio-observability through wearables and direct-to-consumer lab tests is emerging, empowering individuals to understand their health better. Symptoms are signals from the body indicating underlying issues, often ignored or misinterpreted by doctors. Understanding metabolic biomarkers such as triglycerides and cholesterol is crucial. High triglycerides often result from excessive sugar and refined carbs, while high-density lipoprotein cholesterol helps remove cholesterol from blood vessels, reducing heart disease risk. Access to personal health data can lead to better health outcomes. Comprehensive lab tests can provide a detailed picture of metabolic health and help reverse bad energy processes. Fasting glucose measures blood sugar levels after not eating for 8 hours. High fasting glucose indicates insulin resistance, where glucose can't enter cells. The body compensates by producing more insulin, making fasting glucose appear normal for a while. Insulin resistance can be detected early by testing fasting insulin. High blood pressure, linked to insulin resistance, damages blood vessels and increases the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Waist circumference indicates visceral fat, which is dangerous and promotes inflammation. The triglyceride to HDL ratio helps understand insulin sensitivity and predicts heart attack risk. Elevated fasting insulin signals cell dysfunction and inflammation. Homeostatic model assessment for insulin resistance calculates insulin resistance using fasting glucose and insulin levels. Inflammation, measured by high-sensitivity CRP, is linked to metabolic dysfunction. Hemoglobin A1c measures long-term blood sugar levels. High uric acid levels from fructose and purine-rich foods, especially red meat, seafood, organs, and alcohol, cause oxidative stress and inflammation. Vitamin D regulates calcium, insulin secretion, and immune function. Low vitamin D levels impair insulin signaling and increase inflammation. Total cholesterol and low-density lipoprotein cholesterol are often highlighted in health discussions, but their interpretation is complex. LDL-C levels correlate with heart disease risk, but the focus on them is excessive. High LDL-C increases heart attack risk by 30%, but high triglycerides are more concerning, raising the risk by 80%. Very high LDL-C levels are linked to heart attacks, but LDL-C below 70 mg/dl is less risky. Most LDL-C particles are large buoyant, which are neutral for heart disease. The smaller, dense LDL-C is more dangerous, but statins mainly lower type A LDL-C. High LDL-C often leads to advice for a low-fat diet, which lowers type A LDL-C but not the harmful type B. Small dense LDL-C increases with refined carbs and sugar intake. Many heart attack patients have normal cholesterol but high small dense LDL-C due to insulin resistance. For better cholesterol assessment, an apolipoprotein B100 test is recommended. A POB measures all disease-promoting cholesterol particles, providing a more accurate heart disease risk marker. All-cause mortality and type 2 diabetes risk are higher in people who sleep less than 7 hours or more than 9 hours per night. Use a wearable sleep tracker to aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep. People often overestimate their sleep duration. Wearables provide accurate data. Minimize alcohol and blue light before bed to improve sleep. Having a consistent sleep schedule is crucial for health. Movement improves mitochondrial health and helps manage food energy. Aim for at least 7,000 steps per day, ideally 10,000. Regular low-grade activity that occurs frequently and regularly throughout the day is better for cellular health than concentrated exercise. Wearables can track steps and alert you to sedentary periods. Heart rate variability, or HRV, measures the time variation between heartbeats. Higher HRV indicates better health and adaptability. Low HRV is linked to stress, fatigue, and chronic diseases. Monitor HRV with wearables to identify lifestyle factors that affect it. Hydration, avoiding alcohol, and consistent sleep can improve HRV. Resting heart rate is a key health metric. Lower RHR indicates better heart efficiency. High RHR is linked to heart disease and diabetes. Consistent exercise can lower RHR. Track RHR with wearables for better health insights. How diet shapes cellular health. Cell membranes are the structural layer around cells, made of cholesterol and proteins. Modern diets have changed these membranes, which are crucial for health. Omega-3 and omega-6 fats need to be balanced. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, while omega-6s promote inflammation. Ultra-processed foods have increased omega-6 intake, altering cell membranes. Adjusting omega-3 and omega-6 intake can change membrane ratios quickly. Food acts as a signal to the body, affecting gene expression and cellular functions. Turmeric and cruciferous vegetables reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. Isothiocyanates from cruciferous vegetables activate antioxidant genes, while curcumin in turmeric blocks pro-inflammatory genes. The microbiome, trillions of bacteria in the body, affects health and mood. Feeding it well with fiber, probiotics, and polyphenols supports gut health and reduces inflammation. Some gut bacteria convert plant compounds into beneficial molecules such as urolithin A, which acts as an antioxidant and improves mitochondrial function. Ultra-processed foods, which make up a large part of the modern diet, lack essential nutrients. Eating high-quality, unprocessed foods is crucial for cellular health. Cravings signal that your body's needs aren't being met. Your cells and microbiome use hunger hormones to drive you to seek specific foods. Our diets often lead to bad energy because processed foods trigger addictive pathways rather than fulfilling our needs. Overeating stresses our cells and leads to insulin resistance. The best way to combat this is by eating real, unprocessed foods, which regulate our bodies naturally and reduce cravings effortlessly. A study showed that people eating unlimited ultra-processed foods consumed 500 more calories daily than those eating unprocessed foods. The processed food group felt hungrier and gained weight, while the unprocessed group felt satisfied and lost weight. Satiety hormones were higher with unprocessed foods, leading to less hunger. Eating unprocessed whole foods provides diverse nutrients, reducing cravings and making healthy eating effortless. The key is understanding the molecular information in food and ensuring cells are happy. Choose unprocessed foods for optimal health. Adopt a good energy lifestyle. Water makes up 90% of our blood, and clean water is crucial for health. Tap water often isn't pure. The Environmental Working Group has a database to check water purity by zip code. In one community, water had 820 times the safe amount of arsenic. Investing in a reverse osmosis filter or a high-efficacy charcoal filter is recommended. Brita filters reduce chlorine taste but may not remove heavy metals, bacteria, and harmful chemicals. Hydrating with clean water is key to metabolic health and preventing obesity. Dr. Richard Johnson from the University of Colorado states that even mild dehydration can lead to obesity. Dehydration activates a pathway in the brain that causes the body to produce fructose, which stimulates fat production. Obese individuals are 10 times more likely to be dehydrated. A German study found that drinking 1 extra glass of water daily reduced children's risk of becoming overweight by 30%. Eliminate processed and ultra-processed foods, especially those with refined sugars, grains, and industrial vegetable or seed oils. Unprocessed grains offer fewer benefits compared to other foods. For example, basil seeds provide more fiber and omega-3s than quinoa. Proteins in modern grains can contribute to leaky gut, which is increased intestinal permeability that allows harmful substances to enter the body and cause inflammation. Plus, most grains in the U.S. are covered in toxic pesticides. Buy frozen organic foods in bulk or buy them fresh and freeze them. 4 pounds of organic frozen cauliflower rice at Costco cost under $10. Bulk organic beans and lentils are often less than $4 per pound. Purchase the cheapest organic nuts and seeds in bulk. Organic flax and chia seeds are often less than $6 per pound. Buy organic produce on sale to try new foods. Join a community-sponsored agriculture program or an organic produce delivery service. Talk to farmers at the farmers market for deals. Some farms use no synthetic pesticides but are not USDA certified, a costly and lengthy process. Their products are cheaper and chemical-free. Micronutrients such as magnesium, zinc, selenium, and B vitamins support cell functions. They are part of proteins, serve as antioxidants, and become precursors for biological processes. Micronutrients are crucial for metabolism and mitochondrial function. Coenzyme Q10, for example, is a micronutrient that is important for fertility. It can improve women's egg quality by reducing oxidative stress. Foods rich in polyphenols, which act as antioxidants and feed the microbiome, include dried spices, cocoa, dark berries, seeds, nuts, vegetables, coffee, and tea. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation and are found in chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, and fatty fish. Fiber from plants such as broccoli supports gut health and reduces inflammation. Sauerkraut, yogurt, kimchi, and other fermented foods improve the gut microbiome. Protein from meats, fish, dairy, eggs, legumes, and nuts is essential for muscle health and metabolism. The recommended daily allowance for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight, but this may be insufficient for active individuals. Aiming for at least 30 grams of protein per meal can promote satiety and stabilize blood sugar. As muscle mass declines with age, thoughtful protein intake and resistance training are essential. Refined added sugar is highly dangerous, causing more deaths and disabilities than COVID-19 and fentanyl overdoses combined. It's an addictive substance found in 74% of us foods. High fructose corn syrup, a major offender, disrupts energy production and satiety signals, leading to overeating. Avoid sugary drinks and opt for water, tea, or coffee without added sugar. Refined seed oils such as canola and soybean oil are high in omega-6 fats. These oils are prevalent in processed foods. Instead, use olive oil, avocado oil, or animal-based fats. Refining grains leads to nutrient loss and rapid blood sugar spikes. Avoid refined grains and choose alternatives like zucchini noodles or chickpea pasta. To stabilize blood sugar, avoid carbohydrate-predominant foods that are eaten alone. Sequence your meals by eating low-glycemic foods first and eat earlier in the day. Eating within a shorter time frame during the day reduces glucose and insulin spikes. Time-restricted feeding entails eating all daily calories within a limited window of time. A 2019 study showed that overweight individuals who practiced TRF for 4 days had lower fasting glucose and insulin levels compared to eating over a longer period. Start by limiting eating to 12 hours, then reduce to 10 and eventually 8 hours. Avoid liquid sugars such as soda and juice, which cause glucose spikes. Artificial sweeteners can lead to weight gain, so avoid them. Natural sweeteners like stevia and monk fruit are better, but should be used sparingly. Adding fiber to meals slows digestion and lowers glucose spikes. Legumes, vegetables, fruits, and whole grains are good fiber sources. Apple cider vinegar taken before meals can reduce post-meal glucose levels, and cinnamon can improve insulin sensitivity. Walking for 15 minutes after meals can reduce glucose impact by up to 30%. Eating mindfully and slowly can improve metabolic response and reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Sleep and late-night eating. Lack of sleep causes oxidative stress, mitochondrial dysfunction, chronic inflammation, and microbiome issues. Even with a perfect diet, poor sleep makes cells produce excess free radicals, which are highly reactive molecules that seek to bind to other structures in the mitochondria and cell and in doing so cause significant damage. Poor sleep causes people to struggle with energy and become insulin resistant. This creates a cycle where bad energy from poor sleep keeps worsening sleep quality, leading to more health problems. Poor sleep also affects hunger hormones, making people overeat and gain weight. Light exposure at night disrupts sleep by altering melatonin production, increasing stress hormones, and raising insulin resistance. Artificial light at night is an environmental endocrine disruptor, affecting melatonin and increasing obesity and diabetes risks. Even ambient bedroom light can lead to higher body mass index and waist circumference. Humans are more insulin sensitive in the morning, so eating earlier is better. Research shows eating late increases insulin and glucose levels. Time-restricted feeding can prevent metabolic disturbances. TRF reduces fasting glucose and insulin levels. Fasting helps the body switch between burning glucose and fat. Constant eating keeps the body in glucose burning mode, reducing fat burning efficiency. Metabolic inflexibility, the inability to switch from glucose to fat burning, leads to issues such as type 2 diabetes and chronic inflammation. Insulin promotes fat storage, so fasting lowers insulin levels, mobilizing fat for energy. Reducing the daily eating window and avoiding late-night eating can be life-changing. Addressing sedentary lifestyles. Humans spend nearly 80% of their time sitting. The 2008 Pixar movie Wall-E shows a future where humans are obese and inactive, which mirrors our current reality. The problem lies in viewing exercise as a separate task rather than integrating movement into daily life. Historically, movement was essential for survival, but now only 1.3% of people work in agriculture. American cities are designed for cars, not people, leading to higher rates of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes in low walkability areas. Modern hunter-gatherers take about 20,000 steps a day, while the average US adult takes only 3,000 to 4,000 steps. Regular movement, not just isolated exercise, is crucial for metabolic health. Muscle contraction helps clear glucose from the blood and reduces inflammation and oxidative stress. Simple rules for fitness include walking 7,000 to 10,000 steps daily, getting 150 minutes of moderate exercise weekly, and lifting weights regularly. Incorporate resistance training to optimize metabolic health or weight. Resistance training makes muscles work against a force like lifting weights or doing push-ups. Muscle mass improves insulin sensitivity and helps clear glucose from the blood. National Institutes of Health studies show resistance training reduces fat, improves glucose tolerance, and lowers blood pressure. It's especially beneficial for middle-aged women, as muscle mass declines with age. Regular exercise improves glucose levels, HDL cholesterol, triglycerides, blood pressure, and waist size. Extreme temperatures are controlled stressors that can lower oxidative stress and inflammation. Cold exposure activates brown fat, which burns energy to produce heat and improves glucose levels. Studies show cold exposure increases insulin sensitivity and energy expenditure. Heat exposure, such as sauna use, also benefits metabolic health by improving insulin sensitivity and reducing inflammation. Toxic chemicals. Synthetic chemicals and environmental toxins harm metabolic health. More than 80,000 synthetic chemicals have entered the environment since World War II, affecting gene expression, hormone receptors, and more. Examples include bisphenol A, phthalates, parabens, and triclosan, which disrupt hormones and increase oxidative stress. Dioxins are toxic compounds from industrial processes and burning materials. They persist in the environment and accumulate in animal fat, leading to human exposure through fatty foods. Dioxins cause developmental and reproductive problems, cancers, and immune disorders. Polychlorinated biphenyls are banned, but can still be found in air, water, soil, and fish. They were used in industrial products and bioaccumulated in the food chain, causing neuron toxicity and mitochondrial dysfunction. Polyfluoroalkyl substances, found in non-stick cookware and food packaging, do not decompose easily and contaminate drinking water, increasing cancer risks and causing oxidative stress. Organophosphate pesticides, used globally, cause oxidative stress, cancer, and neurotoxic effects, especially harming farmers and children. Chronic stress. In medical school means observed life and death at the cellular level, where cells die, divide, and age at different rates. Fossil fuels, which power our world, are the remains of ancient plants and animals. This constant cycle of creation and recreation is invisible to us due to our limited vision. The impact we have on others changes their biology forever. When Means' mom was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, she received letters from people whose lives she had touched. This showed her immortality through her impact on others. After her mom's death, Means realized that death is uncontrollable and okay. She felt interconnected with everything and everyone. Overcoming chronic fear is crucial for good energy because our mind controls our metabolism. Feeling safe, improving physical and mental health, and practicing mindfulness help manage stress and improve overall well-being. Doctors now prescribe spending time in nature to reduce stress hormones and improve mood. Observing nature reveals cycles and polarities like day and night, hot and cold, and seasonal changes, teaching us harmony. Modern life separates us from these rhythms, leading to stress and control issues. Industrial agriculture and artificial light disrupt natural cycles, causing harm. Respecting natural systems yields better results. Reading books on mindset and mental health, like Brain Energy and the Hacking of the American Mind, helps maintain perspective. Writing about problems for 5 minutes can reduce stress and improve health. Focusing on awe and gratitude daily fosters a sense of abundance. Observing nature's beauty humbles us. Modern distractions rob us of this connection. Reducing smartphone use improves mental health. Activities like hiking and swimming help us disconnect from devices. Exploring guided psilocybin therapy can offer profound experiences. Research shows that the psychedelic psilocybin, LSD, and MDMA can significantly improve mental health. Eating whole foods, getting enough sleep, moving regularly, and managing stress are simple habits that can transform health, yet many people don't follow them. This is partly due to societal pressures and financial incentives pushing unhealthy lifestyles. Practicing these habits is an act of rebellion. Building healthy habits. Integrate key habits into your daily life, aiming to improve cellular energy and reduce the risk of conditions such as depression and obesity. Start with assessing current habits and setting goals. Eliminate refined grains, sugars, and seed oils. The goal is not perfection, but building familiarity and confidence in these habits. Identifying personal motivations and values is crucial for sustaining habits. Regularly assess and adjust habits to align with your values, ensuring a healthier, more resilient lifestyle. Using a wearable step tracker daily helps to ensure at least 7,000 steps and tracks resting heart rate, which should average below 60 bpm. Achieving 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity weekly and lifting weights twice a week for 30 minutes is essential. Avoid sitting for more than an hour without moving for 2 minutes. Practice mindfulness daily and work with a practitioner to improve behavioral patterns and address past traumas. Use the body to calm the mind and vice versa, and have a trusted person to talk to. Express feelings openly and have stress coping strategies and a sense of purpose. Feel awe, focus on gratitude, and express authenticity. Engage in creative outlets and believe in limitless possibilities. Filter tap water, avoid unfiltered water, and drink at least half an ounce of water per pound of body weight per day. Avoid single-use plastic bottles and foods with artificial flavors and dyes. Limit alcohol intake, avoid smoking, and minimize over-the-counter medications. Food journaling enhances weight loss efforts. Accountability and community support amplify health efforts. Track fiber intake and consume probiotic foods daily. Also consume at least 2 grams of omega-3 fats daily. The best animal sources are wild-caught salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Plant sources include chia seeds, basil seeds, and flax seeds. Keep wild-caught fish and seeds handy for quick snacks. Use high-quality omega-3 supplements if needed. Track intake in your food journal. Eat 30 different types of organic plant foods weekly, including 2 servings of cruciferous vegetables daily. Chop and let cruciferous vegetables sit for 30 to 45 minutes to activate sulforaphane, which helps protect against oxidative stress and inflammation. Consume 30 grams of protein per meal, totaling at least 90 grams daily. Sources include meats, fish, dairy, eggs, legumes, soy products, nuts, and seeds. Choose organic protein powders with minimal ingredients. Cook meals at home using whole food ingredients. For busy days, use packaged or grab-and-go foods that meet good energy standards, such as daily harvest soups, organic fruits, and nuts. Resistance train 3 times weekly. Move regularly throughout the day. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep nightly, confirmed by a tracker. Meditate daily for 10 minutes. Spend at least 1 hour outdoors daily. Use a glass or metal water bottle to track intake. Stop smoking and vaping. Spend at least 4 hours weekly in nature. Reflect on integrating new habits and track progress. Adjust strategies to improve success. Add habits, improve your mindset, and respect your cells. Sample recipes. Summer Bounty Frittata is a simple make-ahead breakfast. Blending spinach with eggs gives the dish a bright green color and adds magnesium and vitamins. Each egg provides 6 grams of protein. Pasture-raised eggs have more omega-3s than conventional ones. Blend 6 eggs, 2 cups spinach, and 1/4 teaspoon salt until smooth. Cook 1 sliced leek, 1 cube zucchini, and 1 cup cauliflower rice in olive oil, then add 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh dill. Use fresh cauliflower rice for the best texture. Pour the egg mixture over the vegetables, top with 1 cup grape tomatoes and 2 ounces feta, and bake in an oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 13 to 15 minutes, until the eggs are solid in the center. Serve with a lemon-dressed salad of mixed greens for extra nutrients. A smoothie with Brazil nuts provides selenium, an antioxidant. Blend 1/2 cup frozen strawberries, 1/2 cup raspberries, 1/2 cup cauliflower, 4 Brazil nuts, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, 1 tablespoon maca powder, 2 teaspoons beet powder, 1/4 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon cardamom, and juice of 1/2 lemon with water until smooth. Lupini beans, rich in fiber and protein, help control blood sugar. Fermented sauerkraut supports gut health and pairs well with lupini beans. Beets, high in nitrates, improve blood flow. For a dip, blend 2 roasted beets, 15-ounce chickpeas, 1 cup cooked lupini beans, 1/2 cup tahini, 4 garlic cloves, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 cup beet sauerkraut, and 1 teaspoon cumin. Store in the fridge for up to 7 days. Homemade salad dressing avoids hidden sugars. Mix 2 tablespoons lemon juice, 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons orange juice, 1 tablespoon Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon tamari, salt and pepper to taste, and 1/2 cup olive oil. Store in the fridge for up to 7 days.